Thanks for tuning in. Ham Talk Live will be on the air shortly. Please stand by. Thanks for tuning in. Ham Talk Live will be on the air shortly. Please stand by. This episode of Ham Talk Live is brought to you by Tower Electronics. For connectors, cables, and more, call 920-435-2973 or visit pl-259.com. And by ICOM. Heard it? Worked it? Logged it. Visit www.icomamerica.com/amateur for more information about ICOM radios.
It's Ham Radio with Neil Rapp. Here we go. Welcome to Ham Talk Live. Call in, let's talk. Neil's your guy. Ham Talk Live. Here we go on Ham Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. It's time for Ham Talk Live. It's episode number 141, planning your trip to Orlando Hamcation. Recorded live on Thursday, November 15th, 2018. I'm your host, Neil Rapp, WB9VPG. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Ham Talk Live tonight. We're joined by Michael Cauley, W4MCA, the chairman of the Orlando Hamcation, and we'll take your calls live in just a few minutes. Last week on the show, Joe Eisenberg, K0NEB, was here to talk about kits for the holidays. So if you missed that show, you can listen anytime. Just go to hamtalklive.com or your favorite podcast app, or YouTube, and you can find us there. A couple of announcements here before we get started. The Ham Talk Live limited edition May the Grid Square Be Yours shirts are ready to pick up, I'm told. So if you ordered one of those, I will be getting those in the mail next week as soon as I can get to them and get those addressed and shipped out. I did get a few extras to keep the cost down, so if you still want one, I do have some extras of adult size small to 2X. So if you want to order one of those, go to the link for the Google form. It's on Facebook or Twitter. It's the first post on those. Or you can go to hamtalklive.com, click on the show schedule link, and then there's a link on there for the shirt orders and information on how to PayPal the cost of those, and we'll get those out to you. And also a programming note, due to Thanksgiving being next Thursday, there won't be a new show next week. So we'll return at our regularly scheduled time on Thursday, November 29th, and we'll be talking about the Santa Net, and the Santa himself may even be here, so make sure you tune in for that. But we won't have a new live show next Thursday due to Thanksgiving. So make sure you enjoy Thanksgiving, give thanks for what you have, and we'll see you a week after that. So we're going to talk Hamcation tonight, so get your questions ready to go. After the interview, you can call us. The phone number is 812-NET-HAM-1. That's 812-638-4261. You can also tweet us. It's at Ham Talk Live on Twitter. And we'll take your calls after we talk to Michael for a bit. And we look forward to hearing from you tonight. So I'll be back with Michael right after this word from Tower Electronics right here on Ham Talk Live.
Hey, honey, have you seen the PL259s anywhere?
No, I haven't. Come on, kids. Let's go.
There's just one place to go for all of your connector needs.
Tower Electronics.
Tower Electronics.
Tower Electronics.
A giant warehouse of connectors and adapters for every occasion. Thousands to choose from in every shape, size, and color. And they have antennas, soldering supplies, cables, meters, and more. Where do you go if you want to buy a connector at a fraction of retail cost?
Tower Electronics.
Tower Electronics.
Tower Electronics.
And this weekend only, take advantage of our special liquidation sale. Buy 9 solder-type PL259s, get the 10th one for just 1 penny. They make great Christmas presents. And what better way to say I love you than with the gift of a PL259?
Tower Electronics.
Tower Electronics.
Tower Electronics.
Hi, I'm Scott Cole, KB9AMM, president of Tower Electronics. I like the company so much that I bought it.
Tower Electronics, coming to a Hamfest near you or online at pl-259.com. And we're in the yellow pages under Amateur Radio Connectors.
My, wherever did you get that lovely PL259?
Tower Electronics, pl-259.com or call 920-435-2973.
Do we sell PL259 connectors?
Right now, you could be sitting on a beach, sipping a drink with an umbrella in it, and enjoying the good life. But instead, you've decided to listen to Ham Talk Live. So we thank you. And now here's Neil Rapp with more of the show.
Yeah, sitting on a beach with a drink with an umbrella in it, sounding pretty good right now after all the ice that's come down. So coming to you live from the ice castle of EM69, it's Ham Talk Live. Okay, let's see. Tower Electronics, they're up here in the icy Midwest too. They are in Fort Wayne, Indiana this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at the Allen County War Coliseum, War Memorial Coliseum. It's a great show there. And they will be there. And then they're going to go get warm in Ocala on November 30th and December 1st. They'll be in Ocala, Florida, and then Plant City, Florida, just outside Tampa, on December 7th and 8th. Or you can visit them anytime at pl-259.com. So make sure you check in with Scott and Jill at Tower Electronics, and thanks for helping bring the show to you tonight. Well, tonight our guest is also in Florida. It's Michael Cauley, W4MCA. He's the new chairman of the Orlando Hamcation. Michael's been the tailgate chairman for the last 7 years, and 6 years as the IT chairman and 1 year as the finance chairman. And Hamcation is sponsored by the Orlando Amateur Radio Club. So, Michael, welcome back.
Thank you, Neil, for having me back on.
Now, tonight we only have one Michael. Last time it was two Michaels, so a little less confusion this time.
That is true.
Well, we're going to have you back January 24th to tell us all the latest news about Hamcation. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about accommodations and planning your trip to Hamcation, and a little bit of a preview so you can make some plans to take off for Hamcation. So what advice do you have for the trip? Do you have some hotels, transportation, any ways that you can kind of turn this into a vacation if you want to? What advice do you have for traveling to Orlando in February?
Yeah, there's a couple things. First, we'll go into how beautiful it is in Orlando in February. Usually average of 74 degrees, 53 in the evenings. We do occasionally get cold fronts that drop the temperature down during the day. It can be warm too, so biggest thing, watch your weather forecast. Then you can check out our website at www.hamcation.com, attending Hamcation. After you arrive there, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll go down to our choice hotels. We've kind of partnered with a few hotels to give better discounts. Holiday Inn is the closest to the fairgrounds, and it fills up the quickest. So if you want to stay really close to the show, it's Holiday Inn Express. We've also partnered this year for the first time with Comfort Inns and Suites in Lake Buena Vista, which is actually pretty close to the Disney property. So if you're bringing family down and want to stay close to Disney so you don't have far to go, that would be your choice there. And we got really great room nights there, really cheap. If you plan on going to Universal or SeaWorld, the Drury Inn or Rosen Hotel partners are a great choice with great rates also. We're also on the website some links to our visitors bureau set up for us. It will include discounts to area transportation, restaurants, and other attractions and culture sites.
Okay, so you've got some connections there to make it more affordable to come, and you can turn it into a vacation if you want to. And I guess Mickey's not going to like show up at the Hamfest or anything.
No, not yet anyway.
Well, that sounds like some good options there, and Lake Buena Vista was just there not too long ago, and stayed there for an evening, so that's a good place to go if you're wanting to get in on the mouse thing down there at Disney World. Well, let's see. I know you've been improving things and working on some new things and bigger things for Hamcation, and one of those was the prizes, the prize selection. So tell us how that's going and what we can expect on the prize front this year.
Right now it's going good. One thing we did do this year, we kind of reached out to some of the major manufacturers a little earlier, try to get it in their budgets to donate some prizes to our organization or to Hamcation, and it has worked out a little bit this year. Some of the prizes that we've got already secured is on Saturday, the grand prize will be a FTDX 1200 Yaesu. And then on Sunday, our main grand prize is going to be the new Kenwood TS 890, which is a very nice rig. And we also have the early bird prize from Kenwood of a THD 74 handheld. And that's just some of them. We got more of them coming in. So we're looking at having a lot more prizes this year, especially radios.
All right, very good. And you've been pretty good about timing some of these big announcements to the show here. And I know you said you've got a couple of bigger announcements to make. So why don't you go ahead and fill everybody in here with the good news?
Okay, a couple of announcements I do have also, other than the prizes, was some special guests that's coming to Hamcation. This one's no stranger to amateur radio, including newbies or seasoned operators. The author of many great books, including his own instruction series, a writer of many wonderful articles on the hobby in magazines like QST, CQ, Radio Communications, and more. Gordon West, WB0NOA, will be returning to Hamcation in 2019. Gordo will be doing a great forum on propagation on Friday at Hamcation. Also returning this year will be Carol Perry, is a huge advocate on youth and amateur radio. She's a former school teacher on Staten Island who taught Introduction to Amateur Radio for 30 years in the classroom, a mentor to many amateur youths, and supports 33 schools and 3 museums with the help of Radio Club of America, and a member of the board of directors of Radio Club of America. The wonderful Carol Perry, WB2 MGP, will be returning to Hamcation in 2019. Carol will also be putting on a youth forum on Saturday at Hamcation. Our next guest will be returning to Hamcation in 2019 after 10 years in hiatus, is also a well-known webcaster, just like you, Neil. Since 2001, all major support supporter in all things amateur radio, an amateur radio operator since 1964. Tom Medlin, W5KUB. Tom and his wonderful wife, Kathy, will be coming to Hamcation for a visit in 2019. Tom will be taking lots of video and doing interviews for future W5KUB shows while here. He won't be doing any live streams while in Hamcation because they're on their way to a great vacation after Hamcation and doesn't have room for all the gear. We are honored to have these great guests at Hamcation once again and would love to have Neil come to Hamcation also one year.
Oh, wouldn't I love to come? I've really gotten the bug to come now, and it's just my teaching schedule just is it's just the wrong time. But one of these days, it's not going to be the wrong time, and I fully intend to come down there and enjoy it. I really would love to. And Jill Wolf just said that she's heading to Hamcation, and Carl, KD9HQT, says, I want to go. So, yeah, I'm sure you've got a lot of people wanting to go, and I would love to do that. But glad to hear you've got Gordon, WB6NOA, and Carol, a good friend, WB2MGP, and Tom, W5KUB, coming down. So you've got some great guests. You've got some great prizes and a big grand prize there. So sounds like things are really shaping up.
Yes, it is. And one person I did forget to mention, a lot of people at Hamvention will know who this person probably is. It's the sheriff of Greene County, Gene Fisher. Him and his wife is actually coming to Hamcation also for the first time this year. He's a newly licensed amateur, thanks to the guys up at DARA.
Oh, excellent. Well, he was here on the show to give a little bit of a traffic report the night before Hamvention. So if you listen to that episode of Ham Talk Live, you'll recognize Sheriff Fisher. So that's great that he's able to come too. So lots of things going on down in Orlando, and lots of other things available too. I know several of us today enjoyed watching a rocket launch from down there over at the Cape, and so you've got Kennedy Space Center close by, you've got Universal, you've got Disney World, you've got all these different places that are available to you while you're in the area, and it makes for a great vacation, as well as you get to go get the geek on with the ham radio stuff.
That is true. And there's other ones too, smaller venues that you can go to, amusement parks. We have Legoland, which is getting really big down here. It's close enough to drive to, especially if you have children. That's a really good option too.
Oh yeah, down in Winter Haven, we've got the Legoland now. So all kinds of cool stuff going on. So if you get a chance to go to Hamcation, why it's getting better than it was before. So you can't argue with that. So get on there. The website is hamcation.com.
Yes, it is.
Okay, .com. So you can check out all kinds of information there, and they've really done a nice job with updating that website and making it look really good, and lots of information there. So you can check that out and plan your trip. So we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of the forums and parking and that kind of thing, and we want to take your calls, questions, and comments. So, again, the phone number is 812-NET-HAM1, 812-638-4261, or you can tweet us at Ham Talk Live, or if you're listening on Spreaker, you can put a comment in there, and that'll pop up on the screen. You can do that, and We'll do that all when we come back after this word from ICOM America right here on Ham Talk Live. For the love of the holidays, surprise your favorite ham this season with the gift that's on their hot list. The holidays are just around the corner, and ICOM has plenty of cheer for everyone. The IC7610, the SDR every ham wants, and just in time for the holidays. This high-performance SDR has the ability to pick out the faintest of signals, even in the presence of stronger adjacent ones. The ICOM IC7610 is a direct sampling software-defined radio that will change the world's definition of an SDR transceiver. It has RF direct sampling, 110 dB RMDR, and dual digicell. The IC7300 is changing the way entry-level HF is designed. This high-performance innovative HF transceiver with a compact design will far exceed your expectations. It includes RF direct sampling, 15 discrete bandpass filters, a large 4.3-inch color touchscreen, real-time spectrum scope, and SD memory card slot. The ICR30 is raising the bar on DC to daylight receivers. Powerful yet easy to use, the ICR30 is packed full of features you have come to expect from ICOM. The perfect stocking stuffer, the ID51A Plus 2, provides new modes for extended D-Star coverage. Enjoy integrated GPS, independent AM/FM receiver, and free Android apps. For all of these products and more ICOM radios, visit icomamerica.com/amateur for more information.
Join the conversation. Give us a call at 812-NET-HAM1. That's 812-638-4261. Now, here's more Ham Talk Live. If at first you don't succeed, skydiving isn't for you. You're listening to Ham Talk Live with Neil Rapp.
Thank you once again to ICOM America for sponsoring the show again tonight. We're on every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here at hamtalklive.com. And be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And it's time for your calls now. So if you have a question for Michael, give us a call. The phone number, 812-NET-HAM1. That's 812-638-4261. Or you can tweet us at Ham Talk Live. We'd love to hear from you and talk a little bit about Orlando Hamcation, planning your trip down there. And we have a couple of things that we can talk about while we're waiting on those, but we got a few comments here. Jill says, call off sick. I might have been able to do that at some point, but February is not the good time to do that when you're on trimesters. And then Joe, K0NEB, our guest from last week, reminds us that he'll be in Orlando too, doing the kit building talk. So while we're talking about talks, let's talk about the forums a little bit, Michael, and we'll see if we get some calls here at 812-NET-HAM1. But let's talk a little bit about the forums. I know you've also upgraded some of the forum areas for this year.
We did. One thing we did was go to clear span tents with hard sides with AC to accommodate holding more people in each one. Each one will hold roughly 150 people. We went to 2 days this year of forums, so we will have forums on Friday and Saturday this year. Debuting this year at Hamcation will be Tapper, Tucson Amateur Radio or Packet Radio, along with Open Research Institute, will both have booths at Hamcation. Both will be doing forums on Friday. They're actually doing 6 forums all day long. So they're actually taking up one of the rooms on Friday. A lot of good technical forums. If you've been to Hamvention, they go there and do the same thing. Other great forums will include ARL Southeastern Division Forum. I also had it on here. Joe Eisenberg will be doing his kit building forum. There will be a D-Star forum, Yaesu, and a Wires X. AMSAT will be having their forum there. QCWA will be having a forum/meeting. And then we'll have Inside Enigma with the Enigma machines. There's one on software-defined radio and much more. Our primary forum list will be going up this weekend. Just remember, it's the first issue of the forums, and it is subject to change. So please keep a lookout on the website under the forums, and you'll notice they're changed, and more of them will be added. But there's at least probably around 20 of them going up this weekend.
Okay, very good. Well, lots going on there with the forums, and air conditioning and bigger tents. That's always a good thing to have. So be sure you check those out on the website and get to those. 812-NET-HAM1, 812-638-4261 is the phone number if you'd like to call in and talk a little bit about Hamcation. And again, you can tweet us at Ham Talk Live as well. Now, we talked a little bit about the hotels and some of those options, both near the fairgrounds and expo center, as well as near some of the parks. But you also have some RV parking for those people who like to camp out and pull the RV in. Tell us a little bit about the arrangements for the camping.
Yeah, if you do have an RV or a camper or a pull-along, fifth wheel, whatever what it is, you can actually stay on property at Hamcation. Last year, we had a little over 200 RVs. And then in 2016, we've had our most, which was almost 230. That was a national convention for us. But there is water and power hookups for the RV, and we do have a dump station on property also. So please, yes, that's a good way to stay. And it's other than the price of the RV per night is cheaper than staying in a hotel.
Very good. And then let's talk a little bit about parking.
All right. One thing we did have an issue with last year, we kind of ran out of parking on Saturday. So we've actually have lots of free parking. We have over 33 acres with ability to add another 14 acres of on-site parking also this year. So we're working on getting rid of that issue of parking, and it will be all free parking on site.
Okay, very good. So lots of choices there. You can camp out on the fairgrounds. You can park there. Are there any mass transits to any of the parks or anything like that set up, maybe, or the hotels?
A lot of the hotels do transits to the parks from the hotels. You just have to check with the hotel when you're checking in, but a lot of them do have that already, especially the ones down toward iDrive and Universal Studios. Those do. I'm not sure about the Holiday Inn. It's probably going to be the furthest one out. It might not, but I know the rest of them would.
Okay, very good. Well, remember, it's Hamcation, February 8th, 9th, and 10th, Central Florida Fairgrounds and Expo Park. And you're also the Southeast Division ARL Convention. I noticed that happened the other day. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, every year we put in either for that or the Florida State Convention. This year we'll take this one. And what that does, that pulls Greg Surratt is our Southeastern Division director. He'll be here and he'll be having meetings with his guys throughout the Southeast Division. Will also come here and have meetings. So this is their little area to have their own little convention and meet up and talk about ARL and emergency communications and stuff that's happening.
Okay, very good. Well, Lots of things going on, and hamcation.com is where you can find out about all of that. So let's invite everybody again to call in 812-638-4261, or you can tweet us at Ham Talk Live. We'll check all of that again, and Jill's determined that I'm going. She's like, you gotta take your days. If it wasn't for final exams right in there, it might happen, but not yet. But we're going to make it happen at some point. 812-638-4261 is the number, and it looks like we do have a familiar call on the line. If we can get this to quit ringing. There he is. Good evening.
Greetings, sir, and hi to Michael.
We have
sounds like
Scott Cole,
Scott.
KB9 AMM from the infamous Tower Electronics on the line. Good evening. And how are things in the frozen north?
Holy mackerel, we had some snow and some ice today. We made it through. We're in Fort Wayne. I'm staring out the window right now looking at the Coliseum. They have the Siberian Orchestra going on there tonight, so the place is absolutely packed. I can't get in there tonight, so I'll make my arrival tomorrow morning early. But I had to call in. I heard Michael in there, and I cannot say enough good things about Hamcation, and the crew down there is second to none. And if you ever have thought about going to this show, make the effort. They hold it in February, one of the coldest months of the year and one of the warmest places in the country. It's the greatest time to go down there. Valentine's Day is the following week. You can say, hey, wife, happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to take you to Orlando for Valentine's Day. And you can hit the Ham Fest while you're down there. She can go shopping. And then you can take the whole family to see Mickey Mouse yet, too. I mean, it's fantastic. You couldn't ask for anything better. They've got hundreds of motels down there, very inexpensive. One of the cheapest airports to fly into in the country from anywhere. Great shopping, fantastic restaurants. Make the effort and go. It's something that is not going to be disappointed. They got lots of forums. They're doing VE testing and get your upgrade while you're down there. How many times can you say, yeah, while it was snowing at home, I went and got my upgrade, saw Mickey Mouse, and had a great Ham Fest. Do it. And Neil, we have to drag you down there. I'm sorry to say, it's going to have to happen sometime sooner or later. You're not getting any younger, and neither am I. So think about this. I'll introduce you to Mickey Mouse. I know Mickey Mouse personally, and I'll introduce you to him.
Wow. I think you've got your PR manager here, Michael.
That's what I was going to say. I think I'm going to have to put him on the payroll. The pay ain't much, but
that's all right. I'll tell you what. Buy me lunch.
I can do that one.
I don't want to hold you up, but I wanted to say hi to everybody. And again, it's one of the greatest ham fests to go to. So make the effort. Go down there. You will not be disappointed.
All right, Scott. Well, thanks for calling, and enjoy Fort Wayne for now until you can get to Hamcation, and have a good show up there, and be careful up there with all the ice. We got a few more hours of it, and then supposedly it's going away.
I hope so. I'm hoping for an early spring, but if nothing else, I'll spend extra time down in Florida. I'll see you in a week or two, Michael.
Yep. See you down here.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you later, Scott. 812-638-4261 is the phone number, and you can visit Tower Electronics at Hamcation as well. So all kinds of good stuff going on there. Michael, have we missed anything here that we need to make everybody aware of?
The only other thing I have to go over real quick is our annual flyer is going to be going out the week of Thanksgiving, actually next week, and it will be going out to over 55,000 hams in the Southeast by mail. But once we get it up, if you aren't in the Southeast and would like a copy of it, we're going to put it up on the Hamcation website, and you'll be able to download it from there also.
Okay, very good. So if you need some printed information, there it is, hamcation.com. You can get a hold of that and check out the stuff on the website as well. So let me take one more look here and make sure we haven't missed anybody, but we'll finish things up here momentarily. And looks like we've got everything in. So Michael, I'll let you get going, but thanks a lot for coming on the show. And then, we got another one here. Hang on here.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get this. Oh, it's Scott saying have a great Thanksgiving to all in 73. So we got Scott in there again, but yeah, we'll get going, but then we're going to look forward to having you back on January 24th and tell us all the last minute details as all of the little things start to come together and all the blanks are filled in, and get everything finished up and ready to go for this year's Hamcation. So thanks so much for being on the show.
That was good, Bill. Thank you for having me on.
All right. That is Michael Cauley, W4MCA. Thanks to him. And that's a wrap for this week's edition of Ham Talk Live. Thanks to everybody for listening and calling in. And remind you, next week we won't have a live show. It's Thanksgiving. So give thanks next week, and then we'll be on the following week. So we'll be back in 2 weeks on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll take your calls about the 3916 Santa Net, and we may even have Santa here. So be sure you catch that. And for a list of all of our upcoming guests, visit hamtalklive.com. And if you like Ham Talk Live, please consider leaving us a review on iTunes or wherever you listen. That helps others find us a little bit faster. So for now, this is Neil Rapp, WB9VPG, saying 7375. Have a great Thanksgiving. And as Les Nessman would say,
this is Les Nessman saying good day, and may the good be yours.
This has been the early news with Les Nessman.
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Oh, the humanity!
Well, you came right back to my CQ call. Your readability 5 and strength 9. You never once mentioned your weather at all, and I didn't mention mine. We talked and talked for hours and hours. I completely forgot you're a ham. I don't know your power or the height of your tower. Frankly, I don't give a damn. So 73s to you and your family. I'll be seeing you further down the log. Your 73s to you and your family. I'll be seeing you further down the log.